Hide your quarterbacks, hide your running backs, hide your receivers. Micah Parsons is coming to wreck your offense. What's up, guys? It's Simple Scout Football here, taking a look at the number one ranked linebacker coming into the 2021 draft, Micah Parsons. The explosive outside linebacker is expected to be a top 10 pick because of his elite ability to do everything on the field. He can blow past your offensive line to get a tackle for loss or a sack. He can catch up to the ball carrier with his amazing sideline to sideline speed, and you better not throw his way on short passes because it will get deflected or picked off. Parsons elected to skip his junior season at Penn State to both focus on the draft and to make sure that his son and family were safe during the COVID-19 pandemic. In 2019, he won the Big Ten Best Linebacker of the Year award and was a consensus All-American. He also notched 109 total tackles, 5 sacks, 4 forced fumbles, and 5 pass deflections. He really got under the national spotlight during the 2019 Cotton Bowl game where Penn State beat Memphis. Parsons lit up the stat sheet that game with 2 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and 2 pass deflections. NFL scouts were foaming at the mouth when they thought they were going to see Micah's breakout junior season, but they quickly wiped their mouths clean when in early August 2020, he announced that he would be skipping the season to prepare for the draft. Micah doesn't present too many weaknesses in his game. A linebacker of his ability can fit in any defensive system, whether it be 4-3, 3-4, nickel, or dime. At Penn State, he was heavily used as an extra rusher, often splitting through the A or B gap to either get to the quarterback or to stop the running back. Because of this, teams tried to plan for this, so when an opposing offensive line saw Micah coming, they would try to block him. Problem is, now they left a defensive lineman or edge rusher unblocked, and they would end up making the play. He's that quick decoy of a rusher that many NFL teams would love to have on their squad. Micah's game reminds me a lot of Luke Kuechly. He definitely has the gap closing speed and aggressiveness that Luke had, and under the right team, he could develop into a valuable leader for a defense. Both have that same body frame at 6'3", 245, and they'll wow you with their athleticism. Micah is a very soft-spoken and humble person until he hits the field. Much like how Luke was called Clark Kent in his career, I think Micah can earn that nickname if he proves to be the animal we all expect him to be. The first couple clips I want to show you guys is from the 2019 Cotton Bowl against Memphis, where Micah was definitely the MVP of the night. So the first play I want to show you is actually Memphis trying to run a trick play where they're going to hand the ball over to this runner. He's going to do an outside run, but actually he's going to hand the ball off to this receiver who's making his way around. And at this point, he's going to hand the ball right here. You see Micah Parsons right here. He's going to split through the A gap through the right hand side of the center. And notice his awareness, how he's going to see that receiver come across and he instinctually thinks that it's a trick play, and he gets it right and he gets a big tackle for loss on this play. So here he is cutting through, hands the ball off, and look at that instinctiveness that honestly you just can't coach. It's something that you're just gonna have to see in a player. So we're gonna have another replay right here where you see Micah Parsons right here. You're gonna see him cut right hand side of the center. They hand the ball off. His eyes are constantly on the ball. He sees the receiver coming across and he thinks, wait a minute, something's not right. So he puts his money on that and it pays off for him in a great way. The second play that I want to show you guys from this game is actually really surprising on Memphis's part on the lack of protection that they're going to give their quarterback. You're going to see Micah Parsons right here, lined up right here. He's going to split through the A gap through the left-hand side of the center, and he's going to get to the quarterback very easily and get a key sack fumble It's honestly amazing how he got untouched, but you're going to see his amazing athleticism right here. He's going to get to him. He fumbles the ball. Memphis recovers, but just how quickly he got to him and how he was untouched, yes, it is a highlight, but it is more of Memphis's lack of game planning, but it does show how quickly Micah can get to the quarterback. The last clip that I want to show you guys from this game is actually one of my most favorite from this game in general. So what you're going to see here is a disguised blitz, and kudos to defensive coordinator Brent Pry for coming up with this concept, because honestly, it's amazing. So what you're going to see here, you're going to see, first of all, number 18, the edge rusher. He's going to come across before the ball is snapped, and he's going to pretend to cover this receiver. You see Micah Parsons here, he's going to gun for the quarterback. So what actually is going to happen, number 18, who's pretending to cover this receiver, he's not covering that receiver. That's for our guy in the backfield here. He's rushing after the quarterback, and so is Micah Parsons. So you're going to see the left tackle of Memphis, he's going to have to make a tough decision. Am I going to cover number 18 or am I going to cover number 11, Micah Parsons? It honestly didn't matter who he chose because that QB was going down anyway. So let's see how it plays out. You see number 18, he's coming off the edge, he's covering the receiver, and the ball is going to be snapped. There you go. See, that was a fake. You see Micah Parsons here. You see number 18, the left tackle immediately recognizes what's happening. He has to choose either or. It looks like he's going to go with number 18 here. Poor decision, but again, he was left with very limited options. QB goes down for a key sack. Great play by Brent Pry. Fantastic speed and agility to split the gap and get to the quarterback by Micah Parsons. All around fantastic play. The second game I want to show you guys is Penn State versus Michigan back in 2019. Both teams were having great seasons, and this was another great showing by Micah. In this play here, he's going to get a key run stop on third down to force a punt. So here you got Micah Parsons, and he's going to stop this run blocker right here, right in the middle. Now, what's interesting is that the right tackle is going to come and try to stop him individually, but you're going to see he gets him with a swim move and essentially just bypasses him just to get a key run stop. So right here, you're going to see that right tackle go by him, and he's just going to rush past him. And look at that. He stops the running back, stopping all forward momentum, doesn't get any gain of yards at all on the play, and it ends up forcing the punt for Michigan. Here's something you definitely want to see out of your linebacker, what they're going to do in a gold stand. You see Penn State right here, they're stacking the box, everyone's going to rush. Michigan, it's pretty easy to tell that they're going to run up the middle, so how is the linebacker going to react? So you see Micah Parsons right here, he's just going to go around the edge and try to stop the running back as quick as he can. He really has to face the extra tight end here and the right tackle, but you're going to see how they kind of prioritize the D lineman here, and he relatively goes untouched, but he uses that speed, he uses that agility to wrap his arms around the running back and make a great play. So you can see him right here, he gets behind, he goes, again, look at that, gets no one blocking him. All he has to do is make the play. He recognized that the QB gave his running back the ball, it wasn't like a trick play or anything, and he wraps around his waist and he prevents any forward momentum going, and he makes a great goal line stand. Here's an example of something Micah Parsons didn't get right. That's right, I'm showing you something that he can actually improve on. So in this example, you see him next to his edge rusher, and they're going to hand off the ball to the running back. He's going to go untouched again. Something about Michigan not blocking the best, arguably the best linebacker in the country at the time. I don't know, it baffles me. It's probably why they lost the game. So they're going to hand off the ball here. He's just going to try to get around the edge. He misses a key tackle for loss, and another defensive player here actually gets the tackle, and it doesn't really end up going for any gain, but still, it's something that can't fly by in the NFL. So you see here, he's gonna get by. He easily wraps him up. This is an example of where his speed is actually too much. He got to him very fast, but it comes down to wrapping him up with the tackle, and he doesn't get it. The last game I'll be showing you guys is Penn State versus Minnesota. I'll be showing you 2 clips of the offensive line trying to block off Parsons, but end up being unsuccessful. Now the first clip here, you have Micah Parsons lined up right here. Minnesota is gonna just run up the middle, and the center, Minnesota's center, is actually gonna get to the second level right off the snap and try to block off Parsons. He ends up making a great tackle with his awareness and agility to prevent the running back from making an explosive play. So here, you see the ball is snapped. The center immediately gets to Parsons. You got the running back right here. And he tries to block Micah Parsons, but Micah sees the running back getting close to him. And if he doesn't make that tackle, there's a lot of green ahead of him. So he makes the tackle, great wrap up around him. Yeah, he still lets up the first down, but if he doesn't make that, there would be 6 points added to Minnesota's score. The last play I want to show you guys is a 6-man blitz where Parsons gets to the quarterback all by himself. Now you're going to see him lined up in the middle here. He's going to cut through the A-gap to the right-hand side of the center. His man is going to be the left guard. You're going to see him use a swim move and just finesse his way in the trenches and explode out of the gap to get to the QB all by himself. Ball is snapped. Here he is with the left guard. Swim move, easy. He's already at the QB, brings him down. Now he got the pressure with the 6-man rushing him, but he was the one who ended up bringing him down in the end with that spectacular move. This shows how quick he can be in the trenches, how he can use that agility, that finesse to make a big play like this. Micah Parsons is the consensus #1 linebacker coming out of the draft. There's no debate about it. We can only wait and see what this past year of training has done for him and how prepared he is to come into the NFL. One thing for sure though, if his skill set translates well in the league, he will be a cornerstone of a defense for many years to come. He has the ability to be one of the league's best at his position and join the ranks of Bobby Wagner, Darius Leonard, and Fred Warner. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. This is Simple Scouts Football, signing off.